Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my channel for another Global Train Visitor event video. Now this one's going to be called the gift boxes and I'm going to point out some useful information. Right, now first of all, you've all seen this image that actually shows you the blueprint. Now you don't actually get the blueprint. Like with most of the capsule activities, you've got an item that was in the capsule that then is taken out and that then represents something within the game. Now in this case the capsule had a blueprint and that blueprint relates to the actual Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is the decoration that we are going to get as a prize for doing this event. So you will get the Ferris wheel but you won't get the blueprint, just to answer some of the questions that I've been out there. Right, now, another one that people have been posting over my social media is that the visitors have not been counting. Now, as a reminder, the town has a specific way of doing activities or doing things within the game. Now, as you can see here, I'm collecting a lot of the actual rewards from the visitors. Some of these will count and some of these won't count. Now the way it works is that basically visitors will come to your town via the trains, whether it's the main train itself or whether it's by your small personal train. The main train is like from other stations much further afield from around the world. The small personal train is the one that actually goes to your hoodies and you can pick up from your hoodies. Now depending on your farm depends on how much you've leveled it up, and once you've leveled up the buildings you can start speeding up the time, turning around the visitors a little bit faster. You can also add up to 6 slots to each of the buildings. You've also got the option to get more coins, more reputation and more XP, and that's part of the usual process for upgrading. Now the town is definitely a key area that I think is very valuable within the game. Some of the benefits, like I said, as a fact of leveling up, you get given a lot more coins and a lot more XP, so it can be very nice indeed. There's also a lot of events that relate to the actual derby, so like we've got a mystery derby at the moment and you're probably going to get one of the town activities. Sometimes the derby could be for specific visitors, sometimes it's for any visitor, sometimes it's for specific buildings. But it's a great way to get points for your team, so why not focus on doing the actual town itself? Now, how does the town work in relation to the event? How does it work in relation to getting specific rewards? Well, now for the town event itself, it's all about the visitors. Now, there are two types of visitors there. There are visitors that count towards the total, and there are visitors that don't count towards the total. But how do you identify the difference? Well, when a visitor comes to your town, they're going to request usually 2 buildings or 3 buildings with the main train. With your small personal train, it requests a 1 building delivery. So it's kind of like a person going into a restaurant and ordering either 1 dish, 2 dishes or 3 dishes. And then basically you as their server, their waiter or waitress, go up to their table and you serve them their dishes. Now you serve them the first dish, they would say thank you very much. You serve them the second dish, they say thank you very much. You serve them the third and final dish, they say thank you very much, and then they give you a tip. And that's basically what happens in a restaurant, and it's the same within the game as well. So for any of the visitors that require 3 buildings, you serve the first one, they say thank you, they give you the building resources. You serve them the second time, they say thank you very much, they give you the building resources. You serve them the third time, they say thank you very much, and they give you the building resources. But in addition to that, they also give you a little red package, which is your little gift box. Once you've got the gift box, that visitor is now completely done, and that visitor will then count towards the total. The first 2 times that you did the buildings don't count because they're literally just first dish, second dish style option, or first building, second building option. Now the building visitors that require just 2 buildings, it's the same style, except the first one is their starter, the second one is their main course. Once they finish their main course, their second building, they then give you a gift as well. Now that's from the big train, the train that comes into your station, has so many passengers and they drop it off. You've also got the second train there, which is a much smaller train, which is your personal train. Now this personal train, as you can see here, is the one that allows you to go to your hoodies. And when you go to your hoodies, you can pick up a specific number of passengers. Now again, you need to upgrade that train. If you upgrade it, you can pick up a maximum of 10 passengers. Now it doesn't have to be 10 passengers from one station. You can click 2 or 3 based on your buildings that you've got, and then go to another hoodie, collect a few more from there, then go to another hoodie, collect a few more there, up to and including the maximum of 10. Those 10 passengers will then return back to your actual town. They will come off the train. You then send them to the buildings. And because they only want the one building, you're literally just serving them the one time. When they finish, they will give you the building reward and that beautiful package. And then they will count. So the only visitors that actually do count in this event are the ones that are asking or giving you a single building option, or a double building option, or a triple building option at the point of giving you the gift. So once they give you the gift, that is when it counts towards the total, and it is for all 3 of these, which is fantastic. So I'm very happy about that. Now, in relation to the buildings, okay, some more suggestions and tip for you. Now, we know that each of the buildings can hold up to a maximum of 6 slots. Now, if you are serving 6 visitors within your town already for that building, any visitors that want that building can't go to that building until they've cycled through. Now, you've got a couple of choices here. You can just leave them within the town, just waiting until the building's ready, then serve them. And I find that's pretty useful. You've also got the choice, like when you're picking up from your personal train from your actual hoodies, is not to collect those building-based visitors, because you can actually see the icon against the visitors that you're looking to pick up. So you can ignore those ones. The great thing about the personal train is that when you do go to your hoodies, you can select which ones you want, leave the rest, go to the next hoodie, choose the ones you want, and then go to the next one. And this is good for balancing your buildings out. So if you've got like 3 buildings full of visitors, the other 3 or 4 buildings are partially empty, those are the visitors that you are looking for. And then you've got no one hanging around in your actual town waiting to be serviced. So that's one aspect that you need to be thinking about as well. Right, now some more suggestions and tips to help you with this event. Now, the town is actually really easy to manage, and I mean really easy to manage. The turnaround time for your personal train is a lot faster than your turnaround time for your main train. Now, if you're like me, you've got a maxed out town. You're looking at 42 visitors as an example at any one time. You can't have more than that, but you can definitely have less. You can pick up 10 passengers from the town. Your main train of 15 passengers comes, that's another 25 in total. Then you can pick up another 10 from your small town. That gives you like 35 plus a few extras as you start to play or you've got hanging around. So it's very easy to balance, but look at the clock. There's actually a specific clock on the board for the countdown for when the personal train in its maintenance is finished and when the delivery of the next train. Now, the delivery of the next train will tell you how many visitors you can take when that train arrives. So if you've only got space for one visitor, only one visitor will get off. So don't overload your station if you know your train is coming very, very soon, because you want to collect all of those passengers that are actually getting off, because like I said, those individual ones turn over very quickly indeed. You're not the only person looking for visitors. Your hoodies are looking for visitors as well. Now, for the passengers that are coming to your town, they can go to basically a maximum of 2 towns. They go to your town and then they're available on the platform to be picked up. One of your hoodies will come and pick up the passengers, and then that will be their second turnaround. After they've done their 2 turnarounds, they can't be sent to any more buildings. They will go home. Now, we do know that the big train will arrive at a certain stage. If you're looking to go to collect passengers from your hoodies, you need to be communicating with each other so they can tell you, okay, my big train is coming in about 5 minutes. If you want any passengers, come to my platform and collect those now. Because once the large train arrives, it will take any passengers on that platform away, and you will lose the opportunity to actually service those ones, thus giving you the gift and and then the points towards your total. Right, now, there's one other question that I've been asked that relates to the town. So this one basically relates to the points and the gifts. Now, as an example, like today in my live stream, I had a lot of my viewers supporting me and also supporting you out there in the community. And it was fantastic. It was so much fun. We did so many visitors to different people's towns. Now, I did quite a lot of towns that were not connected to my own town. And the question somebody said to me today is, why don't those points count towards your total? Well, it's basically divided into two aspects. So imagine like I go to your house and I wash your car, and basically after washing your car, you pay me for washing your car. So I get the money. Now I go away with the money in my pocket, but I don't keep the car. That's actually yours. And it's the same principle with helping. You'll come to my town, you'll help my visitor. You get the XP, you get the coins, you get the reputation, but you don't actually get the help allocation towards that visitor. That visitor stays with the actual owner and then they get the points. Now that's quite a few questions answered. There's a little bit of more to this video. There's a lot of playing going on there, so I hope you enjoyed it as I spoke about the actual town itself and gave you more information. Now there's more playlists here if you want to get more information about what's happening within this or other videos. And there's also my subscription button there as well, so why not subscribe to my channel? And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Take care, have fun, and bye now.